What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new Roblox Piggy video. My name's Kreek, and today we're going to be talking about one of the lingering questions from the end of Piggy Book 1. And that question is, where exactly and what happened to Mr. P? He's one of the biggest characters in the game. He is Minitoon's favorite character. He's had a lot of character development, and the last time we saw him was at the end of Book 1, and he has yet to show up in Book 2. So in this video, we're going to be talking about where Mr. P is, what I think he's doing, and where I think we're going to end up running into him at, and kind of give you some predictions, some theories as to what I think is going on with Mr. P in Piggy Book 2, because you know he's gonna show back up. Of course he's gonna come back. Before we get started though, as always, if you guys haven't yet subscribed, hit that red subscribe button underneath the video. YouTube tells me that over half of you guys watching are not yet subscribed, so go ahead and subscribe if you're not yet, because, well, because I'm asking you nicely. I'm asking you nicely. Please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's talk about Mr. P. So as you all know, Mr. P is a potato. That has nothing to do with the story at all. I like the fact that he's a potato. My favorite food is actually like mashed potatoes, so you know. Anyway, the last time we saw Mr. P was actually as a part of the true ending in Roblox Piggy Book 1. If you never got the true ending, well, Mr. P actually, he doesn't make it out of Book 1, but in the true ending, well, it's actually revealed that Mr. P is alive, but he's missing. We don't know where he is. At the end of the true ending, well, we leave, we go, we escape the facility, and then Mr. P is gone along with his hat. He's just mysteriously gone. Obviously, if he was gone, there'd be a body right there, or he'd be infected, but he's not. He's gone. And well, you know, the golden rule in TVs and movies and video games and books is if there's no body, then they're not dead, all right? If you don't see a body, then that means they're still alive, and of course, Mr. P is still alive. We never saw him actually, well, go down. And I mean, he literally has like a giant weapon on his arm. Like, of course he's alive, dude. He's basically Optimus Prime at this point if Optimus Prime was a potato, okay? So it's basically this. Anyway, we're getting distracted again. So at the end of Piggy Book 1, Mr. P was, well, he kind of redeemed himself. He was losing it, man. He actually went crazy. He lost everyone he cared about in his life. Of course, he caused the entire Piggy apocalypse. He felt really bad about that, and he was bad. He was in a bad spot, dude. And then at the end of Piggy Book 1, he finally, I guess, kind of just accepted the fact that, you know, all of this happened, and now he has to redeem himself, and that's kind of why he stayed behind and you know, held off all the monsters, held off all the infected. He wanted to redeem himself for everything he did before, and that's how we escaped. So it's thanks to Mr. P that we were able to escape from Chapter 12, but then, like I said, after Chapter 12, we don't know where he went. So where did he go? Well, there is actually one big important story here, okay? Mr. P, according to this note here, thinks that his wife, Mrs. P, the infected version of her at least, is lost inside of the forest, but that's not true. If you go to Chapter 9, Miss P is actually inside of a building, actually right next to the safe house, which is actually kind of weird. Like literally right next to the safe house where all the characters are staying in, that they've been there for literally months at this point. Miss P is literally right next door in the building next door. Kind of strange they haven't ran into her yet. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, she's literally right next door in that building. Maybe she's moved on. Maybe she's not there anymore. Maybe our survivors actually know that she's there, or like, I don't know. That's actually really weird, dude. Like, but that's weird. Like, she's literally their next door neighbor. Like, they have to know she's there at this point, right? Anyway, Mr. P, with no more researchers and no more friends, he's probably out there trying to, well, find a cure. That's basically the one way he can redeem himself. So he's probably out there gathering researchers, gathering whatever scientists he can find, any supporters he can find to help and find a cure. Now, I have a really big theory here, okay? If you remember at the end of the Piggy Book 2 trailer, there's actually there's another potion. And we know this isn't one of the previous potions. One, because it's a different color, and two, because, well, he only made 6 or 7 potions, and, well, he's out of potions. There's no more, which means this has to be a new one. And if this is a new potion, that means someone had to have made this potion. And, well, no other characters in the story are scientists, like George that make this potion, Willow Wolf, TSP, they're not scientists, they're thieves, so they're not gonna make this potion. There's only one person that can make this potion, and that's Mr. P, at least that we've found so far in the story. So here's my crazy theory. I think Mr. P is actually the one that made this potion. I think this is a cure potion, but it's not actually the cure, but it's like, you know, it's almost there. It's a prototype. Like, this is the best he's got, right? Like, this is what he's working on. That's what I think this is. So what I think happened is actually TSP or the military or some group actually ran into Mr. P, probably TSP at this point, and they're probably actually holding Mr. P captive, all right? I think they're holding him captive. Obviously, they're bad guys. Mr. P at this point is a good guy, but here's the thing. Like I mentioned before, Miss P is still, well, she's not alive, but she's still there, right? So I think what's happening is I think TSP probably has Miss P captured, right? They're probably holding her captured, and they told Mr. P, hey, look, if you can find a cure, you can save your wife. Here's your wife, find a cure, save her. And that is going to be the motivating force for Mr. P to make this potion. That's why he's probably, you know, helping out TSP here, trying to find this cure so that he can save his wife. Now, would TSP kidnap Miss P? Probably. Keep in mind, they already know who Mr. P is, so they probably already know who Miss P is. So if they ever came across her, you know they're gonna take her. That's exactly what they would do, just like they did with Zizzy at the end of chapter 2. So big theory time here, but when we go to save Zizzy in chapter 3, I think there's a very good chance that we might actually find Mr. P there somewhere in the compound or somewhere in the surrounding area. I think that'd be pretty cool. Will there be a potion? Will this potion actually work and cure people? I don't know. Maybe I'll make another theory video on that. You guys let me know your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on that. As far as chapter 3 goes, I've mentioned this in a few previous videos, but Minitoon has said that it's going to be answering a lot of questions, and well, Mr. P is a lingering question, so maybe we get that answered. Unfortunately, chapter 3 is not going to be coming out for another about 2.5 weeks. We have a little bit to go. We have a big update coming out this weekend for build mode, but chapter 3 is a few weeks out, so we do have a little bit to wait, so expect a lot more theories on that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you're subscribed as well. Hit that subscribe button, red button underneath the video, guys. I think there's also a button on the screen too. Go ahead and subscribe, and there's also some other videos on the screen you guys can check out as well if you want to, you know, watch some more KreekCraft videos, watch some more theories, watch some more videos. They are awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.